Hello to everyone that's out there. I hope that you are enjoying your holiday. And today is a day off for most people. They're enjoying their barbecuing, spending time with their family. And I did that actually yesterday. And today it's extremely cloudy and rainy where I'm at. So I decided to do a little bit of work and actually shoot this video to talk to people about the 5 things that you must have for online and offline success. And honestly, this is one of the things, the 5 things that actually helped me to start producing a full-time income from home. And if I would have really listened to my gut instincts when I first got online, I could have started making money much faster. But because I thought that there was a shorter way to do things, I did not pay attention to these things that were extremely important for success. And I hope that this resonates with someone and helps them to really understand and start to really cross their T's and dot their I's so that they can start producing money from home and have the financial freedom that we were meant to have. Okay. So I just want to say thank you for everyone that's joining me on this live today. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Mona. Hey, David. And I'm happy that you're here with me. And if you stay to the end, I have some great stuff to give you. And the last thing that I'm going to discuss, which is the most important, is going to be discussed at the end. So just try to stay tuned and bear with me. Hey, David. Hey, Janet, thanks so much for tuning in. So the first thing that I want to discuss is mindset, okay? And mindset is so important. And I'm going to discuss the reason why. People are probably saying everybody always says that, but what I'm going to do is really break down why your mindset has to be correct. And when I got online, I wasted a ton of time because I did not have the correct mindset of what I needed to do in order to be successful. So we all know that we're online. If you're looking at an online business opportunity, it's to make money, right? We all know that. We're all here because we want to produce something other than what we currently have, and that's okay. But when you are online, you don't need to be focusing on making the money. You need to be focusing on learning what you need to do in order to make the money. So when I first started looking at online and offline opportunities, I thought that all I needed to do was put out money, and in return I would make a ton of money, not realizing that there was other things that I needed to do in order to start generating that full-time income, which was learn what it was that I needed to do to start producing an income. Not only that, focus on the journey, okay? Because if you focus on a journey, you'll make the money faster. But if you come online and you're focusing on making the money, most likely you're not going to make any money, because there's a lot of things that goes into making money online and a lot of things that you need to learn, okay? So you need to really focus on your journey, and your journey is going to be your first 90 to 120 days. Your focus needs to be on marketing, what to say, what to do in order to start generating the income. And that may not be Facebook Lives. That's not for everyone. Hey, Shanika, thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, Mary, you don't have to be in front of the camera, but there are some things that you have to do that is necessary in order for you to start producing that full-time income. So I think that a lot of people need to really start focusing on, the first question I always get is, well, how much money can I make? Or how quickly can I make the money? Okay. And that's not the right focus. Okay. That's not the right mindset. The right mindset should be, what do I need to do to start earning a full-time income? Please teach me what it is I need to do to earn this full-time income. I need to earn $2,000 additional a month. What do I need to do to get there? And I think that's where a lot of people are failing, asking the wrong questions and really focusing on the wrong thing. So mindset is really, really important, okay? Thanks so much for tuning in, Martin. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Hey, Melanie. So the next thing that we have here is consistency, okay? And consistency is very important. I'm going to explain why, okay? And please bear with me again, because I'm going to really break down the things that I'm saying and really speak about why it's important. So once you learn a skill set, right, you have to apply it every day in order for it to start working. So a lot of us, if we don't go to our job, we don't get paid, or we're using time that we've accumulated in order to take the time off and get paid. With online and offline opportunities, it's the same thing. The only difference is that you get to pick your own hours. You get to pick how much you want to make based off of how much effort you put into the business opportunity at hand. Okay. So you have to be very consistent with what you're doing in order for it to produce results. Like I tell people all the time, you're not going to go to a job and start earning the money that you want doing absolutely nothing. And you're not going to be able to not show up and still earn money, right? So it's the same thing. You have to be consistent. You have to apply the skill sets that you learn to start obtaining that full-time income. And when you are consistent and you focus on the skill set and the journey, the money will just follow. Okay. And I didn't know that in the beginning. I didn't think that I needed to really, my consistency wasn't what I know today. As far as how much time I needed to spend, how many days I needed to spend. And I didn't really project out every 90 days that I needed to keep pumping traffic to have consistent results. And that's very important. Okay. So again, consistency and mindset are two things that are really important for two reasons. If you want to keep pumping money into your business, you have to keep generating traffic. Okay. And that traffic is going to convert into commissions, sales, money, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So that's really important. Hey, Barbara, thanks so much for tuning in. Hey, Glenn. Hey, Eleanor, thanks so much for tuning in. So the next thing I want to discuss is mentorship, okay? Mentorship. And for mentorship was important for me. And let me explain the reason why. There's a few things that people don't understand. When you join the opportunity, you have a sponsor. That's the person that sent you the link to sign up for the program. A mentor is someone that's going to teach you, pretty much hold you by the hand, and really explain and tell you the do's and the don'ts when it comes to the business opportunity at hand. They tell you what to expect, what not to expect, their personal journey, and give you more knowledge about the entire aspect of online and offline marketing, whatever it is that you're looking at. Mentorship is what changed my life, because I had a lot of sponsors, but they were not willing to put in the time for me to really learn and understand what I needed to do in order to be successful online and offline. Okay. So my mentor, I was able to call him and ask him, like, listen, the summer months is slow. Is this normal? And he's like, yeah, Amanda, don't worry about it. It's like that every summer. People are not looking for home business opportunity. They are traveling with their kids out of school. People are spending money. Things will pick back up in August, September. And he was right. These are not the things that you're going to get from a sponsor most of the time. And you should not be really looking for a lot of information from a sponsor, because they're just sponsoring you into a program to give you an opportunity. And then it's for you to do the work on the back end to start learning about that opportunity. A mentor is more like a coach, someone that is going to hold your hand and make sure that you get the stuff that you need to be successful. So that's really important. Okay, tell Najee to tell me who it is. Don't answer it, just tell me who it is. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Somebody's at my door. So mentorship. And what you want to do is, whoever your mentor is, who you look up to, you want to duplicate their results as much as possible. So duplication is important. You want to make sure that whatever it is that they're doing, you want to do as much of it as close as possible, so that you start to gain the same momentum, the same type of results. Okay, and that's really important.
It's a girl with fluffy hair. Yeah, she's skinny.
Okay, not right now. You gotta wait a second. Don't answer the door. Okay, so mentorship. The next thing that we have is this, which is my favorite. Excitement versus drive, okay? And let me explain to you what that means, okay? Lamar, thanks so much for tuning in. Talisa and Martin, thanks so much for tuning in. Excitement versus drive. When you first sign up for an opportunity, you are extremely excited about that opportunity, right? You are ready to get going. You are just pumped. You're motivated. And what I think about with the excitement, it reminds me of a roller coaster, right? So when you first go in, your adrenaline is pumping and you're excited about the ride. And then as soon as it's over, it's like, okay, I'm done. It's almost the same thing with an opportunity, okay, a business opportunity. You're going to be excited for the first 30 days. You may even be excited for the first 60 days. But what is it that keeps you going once the excitement is over? Okay, and that's really important. You really need to be able to think past excitement. And that's when drive comes into play. So your drive may be your children, your drive may be getting out of your job, your drive may be taking your dream vacation, your drive may be buying your a new home. And that's what's going to keep you going. So what I tell people all the time is whatever your drive is, you need to be able to look at that and focus on that every single day, whether it's putting a piece of paper up in your wallet, putting it on your phone, putting it on your wall, a piece of paper that says what your drive is, what's motivating you to keep going, because you have to have something that's going to last longer than excitement. Excitement does not last long enough to keep you going with an online business opportunity. So whatever your drive is, whether it's your kids, maybe it's your parents, maybe whoever it is, that's what you want to focus on when the excitement is gone. Because when the first 30 days go by and you don't get your first commission or it's not that much, you're going to lose the excitement. So at that point, you need to focus on whatever drive that it is to keep you going. So I hope that makes sense. And that's what I had to do, because I was no longer excited about working from home or trying to earn from home when I wasn't making a full-time income. So my drive was my children and being able to show them something different that kept me going when the excitement was over. Okay, so that's really important, guys. Drive versus excitement. And that's really one of my favorite. Okay. And then we have here, last but not least, is leverage. Okay. And leverage. So let me explain this to you. Leverage is really important when you are in a program. So when you come in at the lowest point, you're not going to really make the most, because most people, when they join the opportunity, they come in at the mid-level or the highest level because they don't want to leave any money on the table. So if you come into a program, I don't care what opportunity it is, and you come in at the lowest level possible, you're really selling yourself short. And the reason why you're doing that is because most people are not going to get started at that level. So what you want to do is you want to be able to create leverage. And the way that you do that is by coming in as high as possible, or coming in at least at the mid level, so that you can start to build momentum faster. The faster you build momentum, you will quickly start to see and produce results. Where if you come in at the lowest level because you're scared, you don't know what to expect, you've been scammed before, you're really leaving a lot of money on the table, because most people are not going to start at that lowest level because they want to make the most, they want this to go as fast as possible, or they're afraid of leaving money on the table. Okay, so leverage is really important. Don't sell yourself short because of things that happened in the past. Each and every program and opportunity is different. Look at it as a brand new start. Don't bring old feelings in from other programs into something new that you are experiencing or doing, because it's going to just slow down the process. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys this information, and I hope that this opened up the eyes of anyone who's watching this video to really understand the things that I needed for success, to be able to take this information and apply it and to learn something new. So again, Amanda Ray coming to you with some tips about online and offline marketing. We have a webinar this coming Wednesday. The information for that webinar will be in the comment section below. I hope you can join us Wednesday. It will be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be talking about direct mail program opportunity that you can actually get some information about or join if you are interested. So I want everyone to keep enjoying their holiday weekend, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. So have a great day.